I had someone ask me about like all the mistakes I've made in life, the things that impacted me negatively. How did that creep into my finances? How did that creep into my physical and mental wellness? Like, how did I build those habits and how did I get a little bit better at it? And the one thing that kept coming to mind is first I had to forgive. I had to forgive myself and I had to forget myself. It doesn't sound logical, but it worked for me. First, I had to forgive myself. So, just digging into that past me, understanding who I was, the mistake that I made, I tried to go back, and those memories that I had previously, I attached negativity to them. I really did. In my prior videos, I talked about like 18 years old, having a car note, bad financial decision, not understanding financial literacy, not understanding what I was doing at the time, but it instilled a drive, it instilled a passion, it instilled something inside of me that carried with me for the rest of my life. I think about other financial decisions that I made. Man, I even bought a 60-inch TV when there was no reason for me to buy a 60-inch TV. We've all done these things, man, especially the guys. We've all done these things. There's no reason for me to buy this. I had a 50-inch TV, so I bought a 60-inch TV. It was $1,100 at the time. Expensive purchase with no justification. And I felt, when I thought back to that purchase, I felt like, man, you just made some poor money decisions. But then I think about the times that I've had movie nights with the fam, bringing extended family over to watch a game, just all the positives that came from it. Yeah, it was a mistake, for sure. And understanding that it was a mistake, but even with your mistakes, positivity can come from those mistakes, and those mistakes happen in the past. Your goal is not to look at your past mistakes and beat yourself up right now about it. Your goal is to ultimately look at your past mistakes, gain wisdom from it, and utilize that wisdom going forward so you don't repeat that mistake. So for me, it's just forgiving myself. And part of that forgiveness is understanding that, like, dude, look at the bright side of all these mistakes that you've made. Now, if you make it again, then we have to look a little bit deeper. But if you've learned from that mistake, then reach back at that and don't even look at it as a mistake. Look at it as a learning experience. Look at it as something that you gained on a personal level to help you grow and develop. Look at it as that. And I think that's going to be an important part to just getting past some of the things that have impacted you in the past, and then forget it. There's some things I truly want to forget about my past, some things I truly want to forget about yesterday. I can't even lie to you. But you do have to forget it. You do have to push it and compartmentalize it and push it out your mind if it's affecting you negatively on a mental level. So not everything deserves to be remembered. Not everything deserves to walk with you on your new path. So some of the things that have impacted you in the past and that have impacted your ability to go forward, so those things have to be forgotten. You have to forgive yourself for it, and you have to forget it. And I've been able to forget. And when I say forget, you can't control the way your brain works. None of us can, man. I had a dream last night. I didn't know what was going on. But anyway, like, you can't control the way your brain works. It's going to work the way it works. So when that thought flows into your brain, what thinking happens after? So when that negative thought flows in about the things that you've done in your past, your relationship with money, your relationship with yourself, about your physical well-being, your mental well-being, how much stock are you going to place into that thought? Or are you going to say, nope, I'm a better me today that is a past me? So your growth comes from recognizing not just the things that happen, but understanding how to deal with those things when they creep back up and they step in front of you like a barrier. So the biggest takeaway from that is just understanding that some things need to be forgotten and some things need to be forgiven, but always look back so you can look forward and understand when those barriers are creeping up in front of you. My name is Neil. Thank you for checking out my channel, Building Bronze. Hopefully, I'll see you next time.